you're moving to Phoenix, Arizona, but you don't really know what city it is that you want to live in when you get here. Well, I'm here in Scottsdale, Arizona, and today we're going to talk about, is Scottsdale really worth living in? Well, I have a few opinions about that myself, so make sure you stay tuned until the end of this video. We're going to go over all of that stuff of if Scottsdale is worth living in, and I'm going to give you my personal opinion on that matter, so you don't want to miss it. So let's get into it. So if this is your first time to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be the first to know about everything that is happening in the real estate market here in Phoenix, Arizona. My name is Amir. I am with House Foxtrot, and we get calls, texts, and emails every day from people just like you looking to make their move to Phoenix, Arizona. So whether you are looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, we are here to help you make that smooth transition. And if you need to get a hold of us, all of our information is in the links below. So before we get started on this video on is Scottsdale really worth living in, I'm gonna take you over to one of our local coffee shops here. As you know, I gotta get my cold brew on. I'm gonna let you know how it tastes, so let's get into it. So we're here at Press Coffee, one of the local coffee shops here in Scottsdale. So we're gonna go inside, we're gonna taste one of their cold brews, and let's see if it's better than the other one. So we're here at Press Coffee. We got their nitro cold brew. So let's take a sip and see what it tastes like.
Did very well there.
That's really good, actually. I like the flavor. It's not too bitter, but it's not too sweet. I would probably give it around a 7. I think that's actually a very generous score too, because I'm very critical about coffee, but that's actually one of the benefits of living here in Scottsdale is there's a lot of coffee shops here, a lot of local coffee shops. Now, Press Coffee was not one of the most prominent ones, so that's why we wanted to try it. It was more locally owned. But for the amount that you get and for the price, this is actually really good. So we're gonna address the elephant in the room right off of the bat. So in case you don't know, Scottsdale is the most expensive city here in Phoenix, and it's actually in the top 5 of most expensive cities in the nation. And when you're talking about real estate, there's a lot of different factors that kind of go into that, right? Now, the median entry price for a home here in Scottsdale is $675,000. Yes, you heard that right. $675,000 is your median entry price. And we're talking on more of the lower level homes that maybe need a little bit of upkeep. Now, I know what you're thinking. That is way too expensive as a median entry price, but what are you getting out of that when you are moving here to Scottsdale? I think that is what people are really looking for when they're talking about this, luxury area and what that really entails, right? On the real estate side, at least, and again, this is one of the biggest topics that we always get when we have clients that are coming down here and they're talking about, hey, is Scottsdale the place to be? I've heard so many good things and I've heard so many bad things, but houses are really expensive over there. Well, it really depends on what your level of comfort is, right? Scottsdale has a certain luxuriousness to it, right? That affords it that ability to be able to justify that price. Now, when you're talking about $670,000 as a median entry price for a home, you're gonna get a really good looking home that may need a few things of updates here and there, but you're actually well above what the median price point is just in the city of Phoenix itself. So that's kind of a benefit, but also a con. It just kind of depends on what your level of comfortability is and what you're looking for financial wise. If the numbers make sense for you and you enjoy some of the robust things that Phoenix has to offer, then yeah, this might be that place. So actually take a walk. We're gonna go down to another spot here in Scottsdale and see what's going on over there. So another deterrent of what I see when our clients are moving here to Scottsdale or thinking about moving here to Scottsdale is the price points for the homes. As I mentioned earlier, the median price point for a home here in Scottsdale is $675,000. Now you compare that to the city of Phoenix, where the median entry price point for a home is around $410,000. That's almost a $300,000 increase. Are you really getting what you pay for, right? In my opinion, no. I think you're paying more for the Rodeo Drive aspect of living here in Scottsdale, and the prices, don't really reflect, the quality of the home that you're getting, right? You're talking about a 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom with a 2-bath with somewhere around 12 to 1,500 square feet, and for $675,000, I think that you can get a way bigger home maybe a little bit farther outside of the city for that. And you're kind of not in the middle of that Rodeo Drive type of aspect. Now, when it comes to equity, yes, you may gain a little bit more equity here, but I think for what you're looking for as far as family dynamic or family aspect, I think you can get a way bigger bang for your buck going a little bit farther outside of Scottsdale. So for me, even if I had the means to move here, which, you know, maybe I do, maybe I don't think that I would bring my family here. I think I would go a little bit farther outside and get a lot bigger house, you know, that's really worth the money that I'm paying for it. So another really big attraction as to why families move here to Scottsdale is the education. Scottsdale has around 31 public schools here that score in the top 2 percentile for test scores, which is exceptionally good. And that's not just here in Phoenix, that's throughout the nation. So you can imagine the type of public schooling that goes on here. And not only that, Scottsdale was polled recently and over 83% of residents here in Scottsdale have a college degree. So it kind of gives you an idea of what to expect when you're coming here. So if education is something that is really important to you, it's really important to your family, and it's really important to the quality of what your kids are learning, then again, maybe this is that place for you. So Scottsdale also offers a lot of entertainment. Now, what I mean by entertainment is Scottsdale has a lot of festivals, a lot of social events that happen here. So for those of you out there that are looking more for the peace and quiet of maybe having your neighbors a little bit farther away, maybe not so much countryside, but hillside, or, you know, maybe having a little bit of distance between what's going on around you, then maybe Scottsdale's not the place for you. But if music festivals, if social events are something that you really enjoy and you like to bring your significant other to or your family to, Scottsdale really offers a lot of that. The entertainment that happens here is almost monthly, actually. I would say they do about 2 festivals a month, and it just kind of varies on what the theme is. So that's also a very good benefit that a lot of people like here. So for me personally, I like coming down here to these festivals. I don't come all the time, but when I do, I always have a great time. One of the biggest attractions that Scottsdale offers is its luxuriousness. So like I mentioned before, Scottsdale is one of the most expensive cities in the nation and the most expensive city here in Phoenix. And when we're talking about luxury, we're talking about shopping malls, we're talking about restaurants, we're talking about hospitality services. Scottsdale is one of those prime locations here within the city. So if you're looking for more of that upscale type of vibe and more of that luxuriousness when it comes to shopping, when it comes to restaurants, when it comes to just the overall experience of what maybe a higher price point kind of offers. I know that kind of sounds weird, but I mean that in a sense of like the way that Scottsdale kind of operates is more on the Hollywood side of things. You know, we call Scottsdale more the Hollywood of of Phoenix. So it's one of the biggest attractions that it has. Again, is its luxury. So if that is something that is, you know, really intriguing for you, maybe this is the place for you. So I'm a really big foodie, and I know a lot of you watching this are probably the same. And so when you're here in Scottsdale, you have an array of fine dining restaurants. And for me, Scottsdale offers everything that I need in regards to fine dining. In fact, Scottsdale has some of the highest rated Michelin star restaurants in the nation, if you can believe that. And so coming down here, obviously it's not an every night thing, but I absolutely love some of the culinary that is around here, the diversity that it really brings. So that is something that I absolutely enjoy. So if you're a foodie and you know, fine dining is one of those things that really means a lot to you, Scottsdale is that place. So as promised, I'm gonna give you my personal opinion of living here in Scottsdale. Is it really worth it? For me, I'm going to say no. And the reason why, like I said, is because I think, you know, for as luxurious as Scottsdale is, for all the amenities that it has to offer, at least for me, I kind of like a little bit more peace and quiet on that side. Coming down here is always great every once in a while, but if I have the opportunity to just do that on my own time and not really like live in the bubble of that what Scottsdale offers, I would much rather do that and live a little bit farther out, you know, outside of that. So for me, I'm gonna do a hard pass on living in Scottsdale, but for you, it might make absolute sense. So again, guys, this is all about, you know, showcasing what the city of Phoenix has to offer and some of the benefits that you get from moving here. So again, I really appreciate you guys staying tuned to this video. So make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. If you'd like to get a hold of us to schedule a call, all of our information is in the link below. So make sure you reach out to us. Again, we help families move here to Phoenix every single day, and we would love to be a part of that journey with you. So I will see you in the next video. Have a good day.